All right, let's see. Let's see if you can hear me. Okay, something's coming through. Okay. All right, so we have a little bit of time here. You know what I'm going to do is just, we're good. Da 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 da. Okay, so today we have a, I'm supposed to have like a silencer. Welcome. Hello, can you hear me okay? Maybe you'll let me know if you don't hear me. You're on, you're off. So, can you hear me okay? Will you just write in there? Okay, amazing. So, I have like a little app on the microphone right now because they're cutting all of this grass on the property. So, I have about an hour or less of noise protection, you could call it. Okay, so we're gonna flow with it. We're gonna move with it. Whatever comments are made available or questions, I will approach after the practice. Let's come into a comfortable tall seat, closing the eyes, just giving ourselves a few moments to arrive onto the yoga mat. Drop the sits bones down into the ground. Drop the legs down into the ground. Lift up taller through the spine consciously. Open the heart. Draw the shoulders slightly back, not straining, but just bringing a little more space forward for the heart to energetically open. Let there be a gentle tucking of the chin, or a gentle bowing of the head, you could also say. And taking a few more moments as you connect to your breath to gently pull yourself away from all of the other processes of your day. All of the other thoughts, all of the other to-dos, all of the things that you have behind you and ahead of you. Take a deeper breath in, and as you exhale, just release any anxiousness, release any holding. And as you breathe in and breathe out, start to feel a little bit better. Allow yourself, give yourself permission to maybe even smile, to feel the ease of the breath leaving the body, the energy that comes from taking a very deep, conscious breath in, beginning to really feel into that cycle, inhaling and exhaling, energy, energizing, surrendering, letting go. And the peace of stillness in between that whole process, the part of you that is very still, the part of you that is incredibly centered. Bring the hands together at the heart. We're going to come together with one Om. I'm not sure how it will sound with this microphone today, but you create the sound in your own space. Deep breath in. Oh. Inhale. And exhale, gently bowing the head towards the hands, towards the heart center. Let's release the hands down to the lap, lift up tall through the crown of the head. Beautiful. Let's shake out the legs a bit. You can take them forward and just give a little shake, a little wiggle. Yeah. All right, let's come to our cat cow, coming onto the hands and the knees. And very simple first movement. Inhaling to lengthen the spine, lift the tailbone, lift the chin, look up. Exhale, draw the belly in and round, stretch. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to round. Close your eyes. Move at your own pace here. Maybe you move a little bit slower than what your impulse is to kind of push through or to make something more aggressive, because sometimes we think that if we're doing more physically, then more is happening. Like we're making bigger headway. Link the breath with the movement of your body. Give yourself one more inhale. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog as you exhale. Lift the legs up and back. I like to pedal through right away. Start to feel what's happening. I had an insane Charlie horse in my right calf this morning. Oh, so that definitely feels tight. Beginning to come into a bit of stillness, a bit of centering, lengthening through the arms, lengthening through the sides of the waist. Come forward into your plank pose as you breathe in. Child's pose as you breathe out. Let's bring the forehead down. Let's reach the fingers forward, stretching into the sides of the waist. And feel the stretch that comes into the back, that comes into the sides of the body just as you breathe in. And as you exhale, see if the heart can just surrender while you keep your hands in place. Maybe you even reach your fingers a little more forward. Let's take one more inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands toward your knees and then round up to sit on the heels of the feet. So we're bringing the head up nice and tall. Take a moment, let the brain arrive above the heart. And we'll keep the sits bones to the heels of the feet. And we'll take the left hand to the left, and we'll reach that right arm up and over. Stretching into the right side body. You can always find what feels best for your head and neck. You know, maybe the complete pose is looking up, but if that's too much strain, you can look straight ahead or to the ground. Breathe in, go a little deeper into the stretch as you breathe out. Slowly come up through center, let your low belly engage a bit here, and then take your right hand down and your left arm over. And we're just opening here, getting that left channel to brighten a bit. We'll take it back up to sit, and we'll do some undulations through the spine. So as we inhale, we can open our arms, arch the spine, send the heart forward, tailbone back. And as we exhale, we can round the spine. I like to just wing the arms forward, the fingers forward, tuck the chin slightly. Inhaling to open, like this big expression across the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale to open. And exhale to round. Bringing the hands down, lifting up tall through the crown of the head. Coming forward again onto our hands and knees. This is where I am going to opt for my blocks. Downward facing dog. The blocks are optional. So the blocks are for you, right? To understand what is helpful. If you have questions about the blocks, props, you can let me know. Do what's helpful in your practice that's going to help you to stay more consistent. If that means, giving yourself some extra support, give yourself extra support. Step your left foot to the center of your mat and reach your right leg up and back any amount here. And we're going to actually reach it even higher and try to open the hip without bending the knee. And feel the energy as it moves through both legs. Draw the navel in, breathe in. Exhale, step the foot to the outside of your right hand. So it's a wide step. I'm going to stay on my blocks. I'm going to reach through my back heel as I take my heart forward, pressing down through the big toe of that right foot. So everything is very centered, strengthened, and stabilized here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep your gaze steady. You could look down and slightly forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's give it just one more inhale. This is all we're doing here. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're going to sweep the leg back, recenter the feet so they're about, hip width, more or less. Let the heels drop towards the ground. Step the right foot a bit more center and take your left leg up, reaching up, opening through the hip if possible. And we can feel the energy through that right leg. Maybe try to drop the right heel. Maybe try to lift the right heel, just feeling into it. Breathe in and step the foot to the outside of your left hand. And again, we're just stabilizing. You can think of that image of like a runner about to race forward and bring a little bit of that energy here where you're really stabilizing, you're preparing, we're reaching through the back heel. We're drawing the low belly in, lift a bit through the pelvic floor. Heart is moving forward. Breathe. Stabilize and center. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's take a breath to prepare. And downward facing dog is where we'll go. Step it back. Let's take it to plank pose. Child's pose. Stay in your child's pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hands and knees on the inhale. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog on the exhale. Plank pose, breathing in. Child's pose, breathing out. Come back, take an inhale. And an exhale. And now we're going to come towards this up dog variant. Now I have my hands on the block, so I'm going to be maybe a little bit taller than if you don't have them. And I'm just draping my hips forward as I lift up through the chest. Take it back towards that child's pose. You don't have to fall into it completely, but just think of stretching, and we're just finding the movement here. As we breathe in, we're coming forward through that rounded spine, allowing the thighs and the hips to fall as we reach the chest up. Take it back to that child's pose and use your belly to draw you back in space. Bring it forward. One more time, back into that child's pose. And this should feel like a very slow warming of your spine. Take it forward into that, let's call it an upward dog variant. And now downward dog. I'm going to keep my knees to the ground, tuck the toes like I'm going to a child's pose, and then press the legs up and back. Let's take a breath in and a breath out. Right leg lifts up, breathing in. Step the foot forward as we exhale. Right knee is above right ankle. Let's bring the back knee down to the ground. Take your blocks or just your fingers, and you're going to press your hands down to lift up through your spine. So the weight of my arms is more towards the ground, right? This is going to make it a little more stabilizing. And we're breathing here. Think of your outer hips coming in towards center, like your outer edges of the legs are moving in energetically. Lifting from the pelvic floor, lifting from the navel, lift from the spine. Breathe. Stay here. You're going to give it one more inhale. Exhale, you're going to fold over the front leg. You can take your blocks lower. You could walk your hands a little more forward, and it's just like this little doming of your spine. You'll feel some energy moving through the spine, the top of the left leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, lift your chest, straighten the front leg as you breathe out, coming to fold over the leg. As you inhale, lift through your spine, flex the toes a bit, draw your right sit bone back in space. Exhale, folding into the leg. And we're going to flow like that. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. And one more here. Breathing in and breathing out. Bend into your front knee as you inhale. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Plank pose, breathing in. Child's pose, breathing out. Up dog variant, open the spine, open the heart, breathe in. Downward facing dog. As you exhale, hips are nice and tall. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's take that left leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot through. Find that lunge. Look forward, so we're stretching the heart forward, spine is forward. Take the back knee down, untucking the toes, and I'm going to come up as high onto my fingertips or my blocks as I have available to me. So my spine is lifting up and my hips are softening forward. I'm using the blocks, I'm using the floor as leverage to help me lift my heart, and then engaging the navel, engaging the base of the spine, feeling a sense of connection through the legs. That's your root chakra. It's where all that fear and scarcity hang out. And we want to overcome that. Breathe. Very good. Take another inhale. Exhale, dome the spine. Start to bring yourself forward. You can readjust your blocks or take your fingers forward. I'm going to kind of dome into my microphone here and just let it happen. Let that right leg get a little bit heavier. Feel the energy moving through the right side of the spine, the masculine channel. Inhale, lift the chest a bit. Exhale, straighten that left leg and start to fold. Inhale, lift the spine, flex the toes a bit. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more time like that, breathing in and breathing out. Take it forward to your lunge, downward facing dog, stepping back. Plank pose, breathing in. Child's pose, breathing out. Come to that upward facing dog variant. If you're ready to take your knees off of the ground, you can play with lifting. Downward facing dog, lift the hips nice and high. Okay, let's dive in to pigeon pose. We're going to bring that right shin forward and walk that left leg back in space. So my hips are down and moving forward. Blocks are great here for leverage. If you feel like you're falling over to the side, you can take a little padding underneath your right sit bone. Take a moment and use the leverage to lift up through the heart. Always, we just want to kind of throw ourselves into the forward fold, which is beautiful. But the classic shape, right, is lifted. You're bringing that energy up into the heart. We're opening the hips, but we are moving the energy up towards the higher frequency of the heart chakra. And breathe. Let's take another inhale. And on the exhale, coming forward, I'm going to stick a block underneath my sternum and underneath my forehead. It gives me kind of just enough height where I can relax my shoulders. Sorry for the coughing. There's a bit of work to stabilize here, right? I can feel like a little bit of work in my arms. So I'm just bringing some breath there, some consciousness to try to stay as relaxed as possible, allowing my hips to get very heavy towards the ground, feeling a bit of compression in the right leg, and breathe. Take another 3 to 5 breaths here. So if there's any movement that helps you to go a little bit deeper, deepen your breath. Start to let it go on your breath in your own time. Walk your hands in and come upright. Once again, nice and tall. Opening the chest. Let's roll over towards that right seat all the way, and we're going to take that left leg and start to bring it forward. I'm going to come off of the padding that I have, and we're going to come right into a seated twist. So my left foot is to the outside of my right leg, and of course there's a little adjustment, right? Sits bones down, spine is tall. And we'll take the twist, left hand behind, right arm is up, breathe in. Exhale. Today, I just want to hold my leg and spiral back. You can do the variant that works for you. And think of getting taller as you breathe in, twisting as you breathe out. Be mindful of your neck. No need to overdo it. Give it one more breath in. And exhale to come forward. Yeah, let's do ankle to knee pose. We're going to stack now that left shin on top of the right, like so. So you might be able to see that my left knee is a bit lifted. Take a bit of padding to just support it. The way I think about this is that I'm communicating to my body when I do this, right? I'm communicating to my body that it's safe. And it's safe to go into this process of opening where it doesn't feel like it wants to open, right? Because it's tight and it's holding and it's gripping. So I'm using the padding not out of like an inferiority, oh, I've got to use the padding, my hips are so tight, blah, blah, blah. But I want to be in positive communication with my body. And it's a good reminder for me not to push. A lot of the yoga injuries are from people who are pushing a little too hard. Inhale, lift up tall. And on the exhale, just slowly, slowly begin to bring your body weight forward. And whatever that means for you, maybe it's like me with the blocks. Maybe you're burying your face into the ground. Lengthen a bit on your next inhale. Feel where you can lengthen a little more through the spine. And exhale to fold. And breathe. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, let it go. You can take a moment to just open the legs. You could take it as wide as your mat. Maybe a pause here or, windshield wiper the legs a bit. Let a breath out of the mouth. And then we'll come over into our downward facing dog. Stretch those legs back and just notice how you feel, right? There's a little more energy in the system. We haven't done too much. We haven't been too aggressive. Left shin, let's bring it forward. And we want to notice those wins, right? Notice the wins, notice what is working. Again, if you need some padding here, take some padding. We focus so much on what we're doing wrong, what we're not doing enough of. So let's spend some time focusing on the wins, right? What is working? Breathe. Bring the energy towards the heart. One more inhale. And exhale, come forward. Settle in. It's a busy day on the land. I don't know if you guys can hear all of the chatter. Hopefully not. Relax the hips. Relax that left glute. Your whole left leg. Just allow it to release any gripping, any tension. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. And slowly, slowly start to let it go on your breath. Walk your hands in, coming back upright. And then we will fall over to that left seat. Circle the right leg all the way around. Coming into the spinal twist. And again, just adjust the seat as you need to. Coming up as tall as you're able to. Right hand behind, left arm lifting up. Breathe in. Exhale, take the variant that feels good to you today. Twisting gently as you breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Bring your heart forward. Ankle to knee pose. So now, right, my right shin is on top of the left. My right ankle is above the knee. Right, my left ankle is below the knee. So it's quite a narrow stance, which is helpful for the hips. A little bit of security. Inhale, lift. And exhale, come forward. Woo, any amount. Mm. Deep breathing, Ujjayi breath, slight constriction in the back of the throat to just bring a bit more focus. Inhale, lift the spine. And exhale, release. Stretch your legs or give the legs a little bit of that movement, shake out. Sorry, it's the one day I left my water on the counter. It's the one day I should probably be drinking some. A little frog in the throat. Okay, where are we at now? Okay, so we're going to come down. Let's do a waterfall pose or Viparita Karani variant. You can use a block, you can use a bolster. So let's try it. I like the bolster, but let's try it with the block. Just so we know what we're doing. Essentially, all we're going to do is bring the feet about hip width Engage the navel, lift the spine. I'm not squeezing my glutes. And then this is it. I'm just sitting my sacrum onto this block. And then I'm reaching my legs up to the sky. So once the legs are up, I might feel, right, that I need to readjust. So I feel very supported here. I'm not back bending. I'm not arching the spine. My whole lower sacrum and seat are supported. Now, if I want to go a little bit higher, which might feel good, and you just have to test it, I'm going to step my feet to the floor, stack. Both blocks are stable, right? They're nice and wide across the sacrum. And I'm going to take my legs up, and this feels pretty good. I'm not over intensifying the legs at all. They're fairly relaxed. If you need to bend the knees a bit, you can bend the knees. My navel is like lightly engaged. It's not like a big Pilates move or anything like that. It's just a reversal of your energy, right? We're standing, we're sitting all day, and then we're just like lying down flat at night. So we want to try to bring the legs above the head as often as possible. And this is one of the easier ways to do it. Breathing. Or you can think heart above the head, right? My heart is just gently lifted. Slow and subtle. This is what we're going for in our practices. Slow, subtle, strong, consistent, devotion, discipline. Start to let it go, slowly bringing your feet down. Lift your hips just enough to slide your blocks out from under you. Now, you can also do that without any blocks, just taking the legs straight up. Let's just bring the knees to touch, let the blood flow, and the spine gently relaxing down if it was up on the props. Straighten the legs now, just feel that. We'll take the legs into the chest and let's give a gentle squeeze of the legs in. A little bit of massaging here. And we're going to open up into Shavasana. I have a feeling that my landlords are going to come speak to me soon with all this busyness. So we'll just surrender here into our Shavasana. Feel the feeling, feel the energy moving through you, the pulsations, the lightness. Breathing in and breathing out. Start to move through your fingers and your toes. Stretch the arms above the head as it feels good to you. Step your feet to the floor. Let's roll on over to one side. Take that little moment here of gratitude for the health of the body. Coming into the practice today. And we'll slowly bring ourselves up into a tall seat, a comfortable seat. Okay, maybe you're still with me. That's amazing. Okay, let's sit up tall. Bring our hands into Gyan Mudra, the thumb and the index finger, and let's bring the palms face up and just take a moment to receive whatever it is that we need in our life right now, whatever the support system is, the guidance, the benefactors, the connection, community, inspiration, motivation, devotion. Breathe in and breathe out and feel it flowing within you. Feel that it all comes from you. You have this great power within you to take on life in all the ways that you feel inspired to take it on. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring the hands together at the heart center in prayer mudra. We'll close with one Om, breathing in. Oh. Taking a bow to one another. Namaste, Namaskar, Satnam, Shanti, Shalom, Pash, peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Whichever day this recording finds you, may you be well in the flow of life, in the love of life, and the joy of life. May you have everything that you need. Thank you again. I will see you in the next one. Feel free to, leave any requests, make any questions, observations, and we'll see you soon.